We'll call the Harrison County Commission for August 4th to order. Johnny, would you lead us in the invocation?
Yes, ma'am. Please join me in the prayer that Jesus taught his disciples when he said, Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have at 10 o'clock Benjamin Stottlemyre, special funding request for the Jesus Fest.
I'm Mike Gallo, president of Jesus Fest. I didn't know if I was going to attend. This is Ben Stottlemyre. He's our vice president. We're requesting funding for Jesus Fest again this year. He gave it to us in the past. It's a wonderful festival that is free to the public. We have Christian speakers and Christian music. It is just a great thing for the city, and especially this time in our lives that we can't have enough Jesus. And we really appreciate the county commission for the past that you have given us, and we also would like to invite you on Saturday, August 14th at 6 o'clock. We will be doing Bless the Nation, the state, the county, and the city. We'd like y'all, if you can attend that, it would be really wonderful. But we really thank you for all you've done, and most of all, we'd like to thank the Lord for what He's done for all of us. Thank you.
Mike, thank you. Motion to give you the same $2,000 we always do.
Thank you.
Okay, the motion's been made to give the $2,000 that was requested. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
But one question, man. When can we pick up the check?
Jeez, whiz, Mike. It's not even hot yet. The check's not even hot yet.
I know.
It'll be ready by next week.
Okay. So, like next Monday, I can come in and pick it up?
We'll give you a call, that way you don't waste your trip. How's that sound?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, number one, public comment. Is there anyone signed up, Micah?
No.
Okay. Anyone on Zoom that wishes to speak publicly? Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Okay, hearing none. Consent agenda, what's the pleasure?
Motion approved and adopted into record.
Motion to approve consent agenda and to adopt into the record. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Payroll change notices.
Motion to move forward with A and B, please.
Okay, motion to move forward with number 3A and B, payroll change notices. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Minutes and or amended minutes, A and B, from July 28th and July 14th, drafts.
If there's no changes, motion to move forward with A and B to adopt into record, please.
I have some changes. Where it says attorney-client privilege, that doesn't exist in the code for us. It needs to cite the code.
In terms of going into executive session,
There is no attorney private.
yeah,
We
the
have
attorney,
to have a reason and we have to state the code.
we are allowed to go into executive session to discuss matters pursuant to the attorney-client privilege. There are multiple ethics opinions on that issue from the West Virginia Ethics Commission. We are, to the extent we go in under a specific provision, i.e. competition, trade secret, Employee matters.
You bring those opinions back to me, because you and I don't read the code the same way.
Yeah, Trey, neither did the former administrator, so
Okay.
you're gonna have to follow up on that, but I understand where you're going with that.
Yeah, there's a specific decision on it from the West Virginia Supreme Court,
Yeah,
and the Ethics Commission's also looked at it. I'm happy to bring the decisions to you.
yeah, thank you.
Any further discussion?
There was no list attached to the minutes from the gentleman that brought in the, long paving for the rail trail, not attached to the
Other names?
for the names, and I don't think it was done previously.
We will,
I don't know that that has to be. He did that in public comment. Does that need to be attached, Trey?
It's up to you all, purely discretionary. If you want it attached, make it attached and part of the record. If not, it's your all's call.
Okay. Thank you.
Motion to move forward without.
Okay, the motion is made to move forward with the minutes A and B without the list was presented during public comment.
But also for Trey, the attorney, to clarify the executive session question by the former administrator and Commissioner Hinkle.
And to clarify the executive session question posed by the former administrator and Mr. Hinkle.
And 4B, we've already done the forest drive.
Well, that's why it's here to be approved, because you requested that the drafts come back.
I think I'd like for that to be looked into, but I think we already have that.
Okay. All in favor of the motion presented, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion carried. Number 5, requisitions, purchase orders, invoices. Under A, vendor requisition list of payments. What's the pleasure?
Motion forward to move forward with the invoices and adopt into record, please.
Motion to move forward with number 5, the invoices and vendor requisition list of payments, correct?
Please.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 6, exonerations, corrective tickets, joint property applications. A are exonerations that are attached as Exhibit A, and B are corrective tickets attached as Exhibit B. What's the pleasure?
Motion to move forward.
Motion to move forward with all that was number 6, A and B?
A and B, please.
Motion has been made to move forward with number 6, A and B. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 7, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition concerning Charles Point Opportunity Development District, Series 2015 A and B bonds in 2008. A. And they're under, we have A, B, and C, under 7.
Motion to move forward as read by the Commission President to include A, B, and C, please.
Okay, motion to move forward as stated and presented by the Commission President, including A, B, and C. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Review, discuss, consider resolution authorizing the acceptance of funds from the West Virginia Court Security Fund. Is that you, Gina?
Yeah, under the, it's just approving.
Will
the
you
grant.
identify yourself, please, for the record?
Oh, I'm Gina Jones, Director of Grants and Special Projects.
Thank you.
And this is a resolution just authorizing the acceptance of fund of $4,100, $4,157, and it's to purchase handheld scanners for specific court areas, the circuit court, magistrate court, and family, for high sensitive scanners that, where there's no match.
What's the pleasure?
Thank you, Gina. Motion to move forward. Great.
and affix signatures.
Yep.
Motion to move forward and affix any necessary signatures. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. I have 10:10, and I believe we have oh, it's not till 10:15. Sorry, I was trying. Okay, review, discuss, consider retaining an engineer of record for the rail trail.
Motion to move forward and allow the county administrator to review, discuss, consider, retain an engineer of record for the development and expansion of the rail trail project.
Okay.
What expansion of the rail trail project?
Anything necessary to expand.
Anything necessary to expand?
Mhm.
Are you making that part of the motion?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, that was part of the motion on Friday, and then you changed it on Monday, but it was my agenda item. If you want to make a second agenda item next week, you can do so, Commissioner Hinkle.
I was told it was Laura's.
No, it was mine.
Well, then she and I need to have a discussion because she didn't tell me it was yours and she knew what we talked about.
Well, can you make a second agenda item next week, please? Today, will we vote on the consideration retain engineer of record for the development and expansion of the rail trail project?
And how the agenda item read,
Got read on Friday.
how was it posted to the public?
How is it ethical for you to change my agenda item?
Patsy, I had no idea it was yours and was not informed it was yours. I asked who did it. I was handed an email from Laura Peace stating that she asked her to be on, and I discussed it with the people in this office. I asked what paperwork went along with this request and was told there was none. And I asked what we were doing as far as expanding the rail trail and what that meant, and nobody had an answer. Still don't have an answer. So I said, why are we not just talking about retaining an engineer of record for the rail trail? And then when we have one, we would discuss expanding the rail trail. And the county administrator did not correct any of that. So maybe you have an issue with her, not with me.
No, actually, I don't have an
And how's
issue with
that?
either one of you. I have, what I want though is the agenda item that I placed on the agenda on Friday that went out to
Who
the
did you give that
commission.
request to, Patsy?
I gave it to the county administrator.
And why did she not stand up for that request? I asked for how it got here, who wrote it.
Well, the motion's is on the table. So if that's the way you want to present it,
Exactly the way I want to present it. And voted on.
okay. As stated by Commissioner Treecost, a motion, all in favor signify by
I have a
saying.
motion to make beforehand.
Aye, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
No,
I believe you said aye.
no,
Oh, okay.
no. These are just continuation of your all shenanigans.
Okay, do you have a motion now?
I have a motion that we only hire an engineer of record in the subject.
Call the question.
Okay. Motion's been made to hire an engineer. All in favor signify, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
Okay.
I'll wait till the end to find out how we're gonna go out for it. Or who's making the decision. Because again, this was not, I have no idea from their discussion who's in charge.
Okay, it's 10:15. I believe I got the right time this time, Elizabeth. We have a Petco grant check and picture. Somebody want
I have a
to,
big check.
okay, you want to tell us what this big check's all about?
Sure.
This is a Petco grant that Gina and I worked on. This grant is from the Petco, it was formerly Petco, but now it's called Petco Love Foundation, that we received a $10,000 grant for our vaccinations and deworming of our animals in our facility so that we can save more lives. So we have to do a press release along with that, with our big giant check. So I figured this was the easiest way. Everybody's together and we can get our press release taken
That
care
is
of.
awesome.
I just walked up Main Street, carried a big check, and about 8 people said to me from the parking lot to here, "That's a big check."
Feel like Happy Gilmore?
I did, and I said I'm not taking the big check back. It's staying here, because I feel like
Here, give it up. Do it.
yeah.
I guess I get to be with you.
You don't want to join the picture there, Mr. Hinkle?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. Are we done now?
I think. All I kept thinking is I hope it's not upside down.
No, it was good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth and Gina.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm really excited. Big check.
Someday you might have very big checks on it. Make a sign out of it.
You wish to join us back up here?
I'm doing good here.
Okay.
No requirement for me to be up there.
I'm not sure about that, but okay. Number 10, review, discuss, consider appointment for the Harrison County Development Corporation.
Balance, Commissioner Hinkle.
Mr. Hinkle, did you want to speak to number 10?
It's a requirement that you all reappoint somebody. The boards have been redone every July. So you need to make a new appointment. I would recommend that one of you two be on the board.
Susan, are you not on the board?
No, she is not.
No, we only have one appointment, and that was Mike
Appointed
Jenkins.
Mike Jenkins.
Okay. I don't think Mike Jenkins has a problem with that, do you?
No.
Motion to reappoint Mike Jenkins to the,
There's some reason that neither one of you want to represent the county on the
well, actually, David,
development.
I think what we can do though, and I admit just for transparency purposes, I think what we need to do is have, them to, do a monthly report to the commission as well as a monthly report to Harrison County Development Authority. I think that we have a great thing with the HCEC, and I think the only thing that I have is that people are asking questions about it, and we're not exactly sure what they're doing. So if we can move forward with getting, maybe the last week of the month to us, and maybe, a monthly meeting with the Development Authority, which, this originated from, that we could, since they work together, that would help with the transparency part of it. So we'll go ahead and keep it, Mike, on there, and we'll move forward.
I'm curious as to what you're worried about in the transparency. This is all new.
Well, it's not a worry, I just, we had,
And you attended the meeting yesterday.
right, and I want
And
everybody
you
to know
worked
what's
with
going on.
them for individuals to try to get money that they thought they could get for them. So I'm trying to understand what the issue being, why you wouldn't want to be more involved than what you are, being the Susan in the involvement of the actual work, instead of using somebody that's not from Harrison County and doesn't have a dog in the fight as far as Harrison County succeeds. So I'm just curious why neither one of you want to sit on the board.
I'm happy with the report monthly.
Well, I don't know why you think they're gonna give you a report. Does this mean you'll draw the funding? They don't give a report to any entity. Well, they put out a monthly newsletter.
Well, that newsletter doesn't,
Patsy, the point of the corporation is keep what they do quiet. And if you wanna
Then you're
know what's
opening up a
going
can of
on,
worms that I'm not so sure I'm comfortable with, because our role in government is to be totally transparent.
That's why the corporation was formed. Maybe you need to talk to Senator Romano, he set it up just so we wouldn't have that issue. And that's why we stopped our county development authority. Senator Romano did this.
So I'm definitely not comfortable with using taxpayers' dollars for anything that isn't transparent. And we do make a significant contribution each year, which I'm happy to do, under the guidelines that when taxpayers' dollars are used, that all taxpayers are aware of exactly how and where those taxpayers' dollars are going. Any other way would be against everything most elected officials, except elected officials that have something to gain, in my mind, would want it to be. So I want there to be transparency in every aspect of what the three of us do here at the county commission. And as far as that's concerned, everything that everybody does within our 280 person
So
body
is the
there.
implication then that all the other elected officials might be trying to gain something by representing their cities?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't ever heard any elected official other than you suggest we shouldn't be transparent before in my time as an elected official.
Well, maybe you should attend more meetings and maybe you should appoint yourself to find out why the board does what it does. Instead of making accusations or implying accusations, maybe you should,
Well, this is not the place for you two to argue this
It's not an
matter, and I'm not
argument,
gonna get
Madam
into
President. It's just a point of transparency.
Well, I don't know.
And I'm comfortable with Mike, and I
Okay,
think
well,
he
that's,
does
I'd
a
like
nice
to move
job.
forward with the motion,
Well-
if that's,
if Mike's gonna be it, is he gonna come and give us a monthly report?
No, we have a director that does that, don't we?
No, she does not work for us. Mike works for us. That's the point you're missing.
Okay,
She works for a board. Mike works for us. Mike's the one who should be coming in here and giving you monthly updates. Nobody from the development board, other than Mike. He is our rep.
Okay.
So I haven't heard any reports from him.
I don't believe that request was made
If Amy wants to
previously.
give you one, that's her choice. We do not have any authority over any employees at the development board. And that seems to be a problem with this commission, thinking that they have authority over the development board. They don't.
I didn't ask for authority.
See, now this,
I
now we're getting, we're getting
Yeah,
clear off
yeah.
the base here,
Yeah, we
so,
are.
motion is on
to
the
move Mike
floor.
Jenkins, continue to have Mike Jenkins under the authority list.
All in
On the
favor,
economic report.
all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
No,
Okay. Motion carried. Okay, number 11, administrators report.
Johnny, would you put in those, pictures? National Night Out was last night. I know a couple of different jurisdictions had it. There was one going on in Anmore, there was one in Bridgeport that had multiple agencies there. It was a very good evening. Starting today, there will be a midweek farmers market on the courthouse plaza / Court Street on Wednesdays from 3 to 5:30. That is something that the city of Clarksburg has worked hard on trying to bring, especially with the closure of Kroger's downtown, trying to offer some options to some of the local residents. Visited parks in different areas throughout the county on Friday. I see a lot of progress happening throughout the different departments. Right here is a picture of one of the bridges. That is actually when I was out there on Friday. That was them working on it. And then you have the other one. Today, that one should be completed with all the bracing, and then they'll move on to the next bridge. Court Street lights should be done by the end of today. And I would like to put on the agenda next week to vote on possibly not having commission meetings on the following date. If you guys would take into consideration and think about September 8th, December 1st, and December 29th. These are the commission meetings after a holiday weekend or after Thanksgiving. So if that's something you guys would consider, we can put it on the agenda next week. That way we don't schedule any hearings or anything like that. And that is all I have.
Okay, number 12, commissioner comments. Mr. Treehawk,
Nothing to add.
Mr. Hinkle? Yes, that is a no. I don't have any comments, so entertain.
Motion adjourned.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please note the opposition of adjournment.